How's everybody doing? Okay, let me tell you what happened. About 2 weeks ago, I was approached by certain individuals in the community that asked me, as mayor, could I help facilitate reopening up these courts? That's why we're here, and I said, yes, I'd be willing to do that. So we had some conversation, and tonight I have the key, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have some fun tonight in an organized fashion, enjoyable for families, safe environment, and we're going to open up the courts, okay? So we got plenty of basketballs. We're going to take, why don't we start out with maybe some fours and maybe an organized game, but most importantly, we want to do this starting tonight and possibly every Friday through the Recreation Commission, okay? So the city's basically, this is not city property, but the city, through my office, the Recreation Party, is going to work with all of you to make this a good place, okay?
What about every other night? What are we doing every other
Well, first of all, that's a question that we need to talk about as a whole, because I don't own this property. The city doesn't own it, like Humming Housing. Let's just start about tonight. We're going to meet here once a week, and then maybe we can open up every night.
What about all
it has to be, please raise your hand, okay? But it has to be.
Don't do that. That's not nice. He's a man.
Okay, so please don't interject. Can I finish, please? I'm going to let everybody talk, okay? But tonight is not actually, you can have a private discussion, but I don't want to be here for 2 hours yakking, okay, and talking. Tonight's a night where the kids can play basketball, okay? So I want to open up the gates. We'll have some private discussion. I want to shoot some balls myself, but we can have a private discussion. But first of all, let's open up the court.
So, Mr. Mayor,
and then we can go
Mr.
ahead
Mayor, before you open up the gates, so that you'll understand, right now you're looking at a community, you're looking at parents of these kids, you're looking at a city right now that is concerned and outraged at the fact that you've taken a safe place for these kids to play, a place without restrictions, and you're making the suggestion that they play behind a fenced area that is, number one, unsafe, and not one of these parents that you see standing here right now feel safe with letting our kids play behind a fenced area. We're here, number one, because we're concerned that you've taken a very respectable place, a safe place. Memorial Park belongs to every last one of these people that you see out here. These are citizens of the city of Williamsport. Let me finish. You made a statement that you're reclaiming your park as if to say that park is not available to this community. These people want those courts put back in Memorial Park. We will not participate in you opening up this park. We don't want our kids playing there. As far as a lot of these people, I'm speaking on behalf of these citizens, your citizens. We don't want our kids playing here. We want you to reconsider opening up Memorial Park. You made a statement that you don't care what we think, but you said, well, the statement that was made on the blog post and in the page, you don't care what they say, you're closing the park and you're replacing the activity. Basketball is not negative. It's a way for our kids to channel their energy. It helps them pour into their creativity. It gives them hopes. It gives them dreams. And we don't want you taking that hope and dream away from our kids. Our kids are not involved in illicit activity. Our kids are not responsible for the drugs. And as far as the trash is concerned, we pay taxes for parks and recreation to clean our parks. That is one of the parks that they need to be cleaning. Trash is not an excuse to punish our kids.
Okay, I agree. Well, first of all, please don't bring up anything about any gates or treating people like animals, things of that sort. I was asked by the community to open up the court. That's what I'm saying. I was asked by members of the community to open up the court. That's why we're here. The kids want to play basketball.
So now you're being asked by members of the community to open back up Memorial Park. Open back our park. Open back our park. Open back our park. Open back our park. Memorial Park. That's where we want to play basketball, Mayor. Memorial Park.
Bring your kids down here.
Bring your kids down the plaque. Make sure you understand the
That's right. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Give us back our park. Memorial Park is where we want our kids playing. That park belongs to them, Mr. Mayor. And I hope you do consider this is your community. These are your citizens. Address our concerns and give us back what we want. We don't want this park. You play basketball with us.
Come here and play basketball, but everything else, it seems like they're trying to keep them incarcerated. It's not right. Our children need something to do to keep them motivated, productive, and a positive thing.
We're saying we're not trying to have you replace basketball with pickleball, four corners, and all that other stuff. Stuff that you know we don't participate in.
Well, not only
what
that,
you're doing is you're segregating the park is what you're doing.
That's right. And this is not a public park. This is not a public park.
Just one person, tell them. For housing.
The city doesn't own it. I'm trying to give people an
Memorial Park, though, am I
So I
right?
guess that's all we're going to hear is about is Memorial.
Yes.
You've taken that privilege away from the kids,
It's a
Mr.
city
Mayor.
park.
And does that concern you that these people are concerned that you've taken that privilege away from our kids?
That's it. You don't know what it's like to stand at a podium and have to say someone's dead. Okay? That's very, very difficult to do.
But it's not basketball.
It's very, very difficult to do.
But what does basketball have to do with your concern?
Basketball, the people who shooting the basketball courts aren't the ones that's
because
the activities
are occurring on there. I got calls in my office. People were being intimidated by the certain types of behavior. You saw those videos. Kids throwing money up and trying to.
That's a video.
That's a video.
That's an entertainment.
You want a 7-year-old. You want these babies that we all love. And I have children just like this. You think it's acceptable for your kids, or any kids, for people to throw money?
We don't let our kids watch
to say F on
back.
property?
Let me just say, please stop using that as an example. That was an isolated video.
Kid, back up. Give him room.
You made the comment that there were drugs, needles, stuff like that. There are no junkies sitting. You're opening up this park because we have a structured basketball game. That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
But for children that just want to play basketball and enjoy themselves on the basketball court, this park is closed. Where are they going to go? So if they
possibly be open. That's what we want.
We're not talking about.
Why didn't we try structured basketball down Memorial before you took the hoops down?
What happened? You're talking about all the bad activities. What happened about the murders here? About the people who got shot here?
That's a kid asking that.
Wow.
Ask me that again.
I said, what happened about you're talking about all the bad activities that happened up at Memorial. What happened about the shootings here, the murders that happened here?
We don't own this property.
And you're opening it, the park
because
back
people
up.
ask me. I intervene. Because this isn't the city's property. So I extended myself to see if we could get courts here.
We're asking you to put the basketball courts back down here, so you can't do that. And we're asking you to do that.
Yeah, that's what the community is asking you, to put the courts back in Memorial Park. And then we're going to sit down and talk with you about the other agenda that we have as a community.
I will only talk to people.
That's what we want.
You know, I'm very disappointed when people have
That's what we want.
Well, that's fine.
That's what we want in this community.
You know,
and you have to recognize we don't work for you. You work for us.
I understand that.
You work for us.
But I don't work for
I'm
people that say
speaking,
that
Mr.
you're
Mayor. Can I
racist.
finish speaking?
That's very
Can I
unfair.
finish speaking? Can I finish speaking?
Sure.
You have to understand that we are a community. You do not make the decision for an entire community that you really haven't put any money into. You haven't put any investment into our community.
I haven't put money into the center. $40,000. The only mayor to do that. That is an investment. The only mayor to put money into that. So
And how
please
long?
don't say
How
that.
many years? How many
I've
years?
only been I did that in my second year as mayor.
So that's $40,000 4 years ago? 4 years ago, $40,000  4 years ago.
What did other mayors do? What did other mayors do?
It doesn't matter what other mayors did. What is $40,000 going to do? That's not a lot of money. That's peanuts compared to what the community needs.
But you know what? The mayor.
If you want to get something out, you have to invest into the community. You can't get anything out without making an investment.
But certain peoples in the community should not say, because they're upset, Lottie, should not call somebody a racist. That's totally out of line.
Mr. Mayor, let's get one thing straight. I did not call you a racist. I never said that. If you read the article, you wrote the article, all right? I did not call you a racist. I said, if anything, I like you and I thought you had a good heart. I felt that you didn't have a clue as it related to race and culture. That's what I said. I wouldn't have called you a racist. I think you're a really good guy. You just need to learn some things. And right now, we're here to try to teach you how to represent us, because you don't represent us well. And we're trying to show you how to represent this community. You've got a good people in this community that do wonderful work here, but we get very little support from your administration. Very little support. So you get what you get when there's no investment.
What support? What support do you say? What support do you expect? You say from my administration.
What do you think? It comes down to dollars and cents. Things don't happen without real support.
The mayor's not a monarch. I have 7 city council people.
We understand
and remember, when I got $40,000 for this, there are members of city council that are people of race that oppose such a thing. And then, you remember that.
I understand that.
Please remember that.
This is another thing.
So it's not a racist. It should be a racist.
It's about building. Let me finish. It's about building relationships with people. It's about building relationships. Had that been any one of us on your staff, when the weather broke, we would have went down there with cases of water and cases of greater aid. Say, hey guys, how you doing? I'm such and such. I work with the city of Wmspt. Just want to say hello to you guys. How can I be of assistance to you? No one from your administration is building relationships with this community that's here today.
Reality to it, because you know we got Reading and Elders up. They got 18 courts, as I call them when I find out there. Come on, let's not trying to like we don't care. I don't care. I do more than you. Come on now, that's a stinging statement. Saying like we don't care. We're taking hundreds of kids. But you're saying that. Well,
I'm saying certain people that are complaining. Why didn't they help us last year, Sam? Okay, and why are people making accusations? It's very offensive for anybody to say that I extended myself coming here. Okay, I'm very, very busy. I care about the community. Please listen. Okay, I was asked to do something. Now I'm being penalized and actually attacked because I'm trying to help open up a basketball courts here.
Because Alan Taylor is
and people are saying I'm trying to put people in cages.
Is Wmsp's choice to lead us the way in basketball. He did not do everything I liked, but he did get my son to Penn State. We have to acknowledge the people God has put there, and the city has put. Our district has chosen him.
Chief Horseman here.
Sir,
Tim Miller.
I have one question.
Not here.
I respect what you're saying. Can
Will you please get him on the phone?
I have one question. Did anybody in the group, Riz or anybody or Alan Taylor, asked you?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hold on. I'll be right with you. Hold on.
He's coming back.
Tim Miller's not. If you call someone else, Alan is the one that leads in basketball. You got to talk about what Alan wants. Come on now, we'll be off in all kinds of tangents.
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
I know you're talking about Memorial.
Bottom line is the backdoor. The basketball
isn't about basketball. This is about money.
for the children,
It's
I'm talking about the unconditional park when the kids come home on a Saturday
money that's being poured in the Memorial Park.
That the city park is open.
And he doesn't want.
You're offering us something that doesn't even belong to you, according to what you just said. That's not fair. Who are we going to go to? Can we come to your office and say, can we have the keys? We ready to play ball? We can't do that. You're offering it just for tonight and maybe every Friday. But what about Saturday? What about Sunday? What about the rest of it? It could happen, but you've taken away something that was happening. It would have been a smart idea to clean up the park with your police department, patrol the park, have meetings,
fine, but at the same time, you're not going to tell us
we're having a problem in our
basketball.
park and we need you to come and help us.
In your Poland ghetto.
My
this
police
is not
assistant chief
Auschwitz
is supposed to be right
Birkenau.
here. I'm by
And
myself.
we're not going to participate.
We're at an incident on High Street. Okay, we have a lot of problems in the city. We don't have enough police officers.
They do a patrol. Am I correct? They do a patrol.
They do. But
Can Memorial Park be their patrol, a part of their patrol?
It is. We have 15,000 calls a year. That's a lot of calls that they are responding to.
And every other city in America has calls, and their cops have to still respond. That's not an excuse. That is their job. So make the park part of their patrol. You mentioned the drugs. You're not going to see drug addicts in the park in the day. They're coming out in the evening, if they're coming there at all. You mentioned the drug needles and the paraphernalia. That wasn't happening during the course of the day when the people were playing ball and the children were playing. The one honest statement you made, the profanity. Well, I don't know how we're going to fix that. That is a reality, but that is not just a reality in that park. It would be a reality wherever you go where people use profanity. That's you know, we can try to fix that, but you don't take a park away because of it.
I know who got the contract.